Blutbad.
Hello and welcome back to another behind-the-scenes toy photography video. This week I'll show you how to make a really easy desert landscape with terrarium supplies. I call this shot Return to Geonosis. I'll also show you my editing process in Photoshop. The figures I used for this shot were 5's Appo, Jesse, and an anonymous clone from the 501st, as well as 9 of these B1 Battle Droids, all from Star Wars The Black Series. I began my setup by unrolling my terrarium mat over top of some cinder blocks. You can get a mat like this at most pet supply stores. The cinder blocks are there simply to give my setup some height and cover up the gap under my background TV. Next, I used some sand to cover up my figure stands as I posed and placed my figures. Not having to remove figure stands in Photoshop saves a lot of time in editing, so I try to cover my figure stands when I can. With my clones in place, I half buried a bunch of defeated battle droids under the sand. I was imagining this scene as part of the second battle of Geonosis during the Clone Wars, so I wanted to show the aftermath of the previous battle. Lights out and time to shoot. Here's my starting image. There really wasn't a whole lot to edit with this one. My goal was mainly to tweak the lighting and color balance. I began my edit by filling in the gap in the top corner before adding my adjustment layers. Next, I added a custom vignette to draw the viewer's eyes towards the center of the image. Sometimes, though, the black shadow of a vignette will look too heavy. In situations like these, I drag my vignette layer beneath my adjustment layers, which usually makes it blend in a lot more, taking on the color of my adjustments. Lastly, I removed the few visible articulation joints from my clones. Because of the angle I shot at, most of the joints are helpfully hidden already. So once again, here's my starting image. And here's where I ended up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button and checking me out on Instagram. Thanks, and until next time.